Hi, Ella. So we are going to have a look at this phenomenon where countries in Europe, such as Portugal, which is the one we're focusing on here, are incentivizing the Brits to move over there. Obviously, everybody is aware of the referendum where the UK had Brexit and left Europe. Also, Europe then retaliated by saying Brits couldn't collect their pensions there, etc., etc. They had to sign up for medical assistance, this, that, and the other. Now, the situation in the UK, whether it be the massive ta taxes on second properties, whether it's the, tax on savings coming up, whether it's the issue of fuel bills and everything else, the UK is probably not as appealing to hard-working Gen Xers and baby boomers who have worked all their lives, saved a bit of money, and actually want to try and enjoy their retirement. Here we have the Portugal Golden Visa program, where they're incentivizing people from the UK to go and live in Portugal, which is great. So the question is, Portugal's obviously doing it. Do you think this is a good idea for Brits? And then the second question is, do you believe other countries are going to be jumping on the bandwagon? I've seen articles with Greece and Spain doing similar incentives.
Well, as far as their money going further for the British people, especially business people, Portugal is a gold mine. There's a lot of manufacturers over there that are actually based here in the UK. I also feel that it's fabulous for Portugal. It's bringing a lot of money into Portugal and it's making them very wealthy. So, of course, they're open to the British for coming over for business and for retirement. So, very, very good idea, but not so good for the UK. This current government will keep taxing and taxing and taxing, but the following government will reverse everything, even to the point where the first £20,000 that you earn will be tax free. So people will be coming back to the UK. What
Mm.
was the second question? Sorry, Anna.
So there's a raft of articles, whether it's Spain doing a similar thing or Greece doing a similar thing. For example, other countries in Europe incentivizing to bring UK people over and live in their country. So, for example, here, the minimum income for Spanish residency for non-EU citizens, UK national included, is €2,400 for a regular guaranteed monthly income. So once again, good incentive, live over there, have some rights, have good quality of life. Uh, are more countries in Europe opening up to the UK to do this? And is it a good
Yes,
idea?
yes, especially business people,
Okay.
because in places like Greece and Spain, the youth unemployment is very bad. So they're wanting to come to the UK to secure those jobs, not the other way around. But by businesses going over there and investing in their country, of course, they're going to be employing the youth of that country. That is why they're targeting the UK. And there's businesses leaving every 45 minutes in this country, just packing up and leaving and going to Europe. Another popular destination is Singapore.
So I guess that is going to be super appealing, where the stamp duty on a second property is massive here. A lot of people might have worked and saved and worked and saved, and then actually, in their retirement might have been the second property that they were renting out. Now, so if they're going to get massive stamp duty taxes and other taxes on that, it might actually does make sense to go abroad and have, cultural way of life, great weather and all the rest that it brings.
Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. But I do feel there's going to be a reverse, a coming back. It's a bit like a pendulum. It will swing really far, let's say right. So hence tax, 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 tax. And we've got the Labour government, and then it's going to swing severely, let's say, left. And then there's a lot of opportunities for business, for new businesses. That's what I see. And as far as the retirees packing up and leaving, that's always been popular. But they are looked after in every single way when they do go to these countries. They do get really good health care, which is number one when you're a retiree, and they get a lot of incentives to actually live there. So they're spending their money there, which is good for the country.
That's really good to hear, Ella, because obviously we see in the news, whether it be Tenerife or other cities across the globe who is saying we don't want tourists here. Airbnb is ruining us. But obviously, this is people who are actually looking to settle full or part time in the countries. So, really be part of the community.
Yeah, yeah. That's completely the opposite to going over there and being between 18 and 25 and getting drunk and causing chaos. Completely different. And loud music everywhere. We're looking at people that are going to retire, and they're going to be contributing towards the economy there.
Good news. Good news for us.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
That was a good one. It was a good little bit of good news for the world.